tell me why this man was like, can I get a venti iced matcha with 1.5 pumps of milk?
This man will no longer pursue you. You don't know when he's going to ask you out again.
I hope that he will prioritize her, that he will just, how does he not want to do these things for me or with me?
Why Sigma males get all the women and the other 90% of men don't. Stay tuned.
Nigga, what?
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. All right, guys. Today we're going to be talking about why Sigma males get all the women and other 90% of guys don't. And when I say the other 90% of guys, 90% of men will never get women again. All right, it isn't men are walking away from dating because it is. It ain't got nothing to do with a man, because a woman has more than enough men in society that still want her, that still want to trick on her, that still want to love her just as much as the guys that walked away. All right, so let's get that to the point. All men are not walking away. The guys that got played are walking away. The guys that can't get the women are walking away. And there's a reason for that. All right, when it's all said and done, the women are not going to suffer because you don't want them. But you will suffer if you can't get one. So let's break it down why the Sigma male get all the women. First, Sigma males are stoic men. They're never giving women attention just because. There's no reason to talk to her if it doesn't really require us to talk to her. If it's not a girl that we're interested in or we see something different, we're not going to approach that girl. Majority of the time, we know who we are, we know where we want to be, and we know our value. More girls are attracted to us because of our actions. They see us doing things. They see us going places. They see us not bothered about women. They see us focused. They see that we have a dream that's bigger than them. So they're always like, how come he's not paying me that much attention? Because he's focused on something else. All the other guys out here, they're happy just to get attention from a woman, even if it's debating a woman, even if it's talking to women about little stuff, even if it's just giving her a compliment, even if it's just saying, hey girl, what's going on? Whatever little thing or whatever little attention that they can get for a woman, they'll take it. But when it comes to a Sigma male, it's not like that. We prefer to only get attention from women that we are attracted to or girls that we feel like are on our level. We don't care if Shaniqua with the big booty and the big titties and all the tattoos and the different color hair. We don't care if that girl don't say anything to us. We don't care about that. We'll rather the girl that's covered up with the scarf that protects herself give us attention because she's more valuable. But let's break down the psychology why 90% of guys will never get women again. All right, this way you have to understand. Women dominant levels have risen. Their testosterone levels have risen. Their sexual nature have risen as well to go along with the dominant features. So the dominancy that men used to be, women have rose to that dominancy. But when women rose to the dominancy, the femininity of men decreased. So that means more men started to become feminine while more women became more dominant. But you have to understand the attraction of a woman. Regardless of how well you treat her, regardless of how much money you're making, regardless of how well you've placed your life together as a man, if you're not more dominant than her, she would never love you. And you will learn that. You're going to learn that in life. Regardless of how tough a woman acts, she will only respect a man that's more dominant than her. It's the same thing with feminists. Feminists could talk this, I don't need a man, I don't want a man, men ain't this, men ain't that. It changes when she's in the vicinity of a real man. She would still rather stand next to a strong man. Why? A strong man can show feminists that they're wrong and will quiet a feminist, while beta males will continue to debate back and forth just to keep the attention from women. Women have caught on to that. Women realize men love to disagree. They love to argue and fight now. Men love to do the same thing as women and cattle and get underneath people's skin just for attention because they really don't have anything going on in life. But when it comes to the Sigma male, we're the only ones in modern society that's constantly moving and not complaining. When they see us in real life, they're saying, all right, This is the guy that's not acting like all the other guys. This is the guy that's a step ahead of all the other guys. This is the guy that's thinking about other guys. Matter of fact, this is the guy that all the other guys are gossiping about whenever this guy ain't around. That's what makes the Sigma more attractive. It's because we disappear from crowds. We create a mystery. We let our name get in the buzz, and women start to seek us just through the hatred of other men. You have to understand this. 90% of guys, most of y'all are just gossipers and complainers and haters of other men. You complain about what other men are doing, what other men are saying, what he got, what you ain't got, what he's dressing like, what you ain't dressing like, what his views looking like, what your views looking like, how many likes he got. Okay, that's petty stuff that women can see. They see other men are doing that. That shows that they're more of a female and that they're not a alpha male. Most guys have fallen into this mindset. And the reason why they've fallen into this mindset is because that's how you become popular online. That's how you gain friends online, by debating, arguing, grammar checking, spelling checking, proving somebody wrong. That's how you get it done. If someone cannot be dominant physically, they would try to be dominant verbally. Men have created an alter ego online that allows them to talk like an alpha male, that allows them to debate like an alpha male, that allows them to complain as if they're an alpha male. They are able to express alpha features off of words. But the problem that men in society are facing, without the lack of experience, your frequency in real life will become more vulnerable. What do I mean? You may be able to go in comments and curse people out, get underneath their skin, or you may even be able to do a video where you're dissing somebody to get attention, but it changes when you're in front of someone and now you gotta back up that energy that you put online. Too many people have put off so much, and too many men have become so dominant online, arguing with nerds and lames that ain't leaving the house, that no one is there to check you to see if you're real, that it makes you more vulnerable when you come into society and you come across a real man like me. A real man that's gonna read your frequency and be like, run your mouth, nigga. Run it now. We outside now. Y'all ain't going through that. All you're doing is hovering around other weaker dudes that are making yourself weaker, because it's you and a group of men complaining about women that really didn't want you. When it's all said and done, you already know there's one type of man that the woman's gonna want, and that's gonna be the guy that works the hardest. That's gonna be the guy that maintains alpha frame. So that leaves it to only the Sigma male. Why? Because we're always in alpha frame. We're always stoic. We're always chasing a dream. We're always worried about our fitness. We're always going to the gym. We're making sure we look good. We're making sure that we're staying in alpha frame to maintain being the man, and we understand our value over a woman. But a lot of you guys, you haven't gave yourself a self-value. You're living in insecurity and weakness. You ain't told yourself, I'm strong. You ain't told yourself, oh, I can go do this. You ain't told yourself, oh, I can look good too, so I'm gonna go to the gym, or I'm gonna go and start me a business, or I'm gonna do that. You haven't told yourself that you're confident enough to do that. So you can't be Sigma, because we've convinced ourselves that we can get up. Why? Because when we don't feel like working, that alpha frame says, oh, you're gonna work today. When we don't feel like going to the gym, the alpha frame says, oh, you're going to the gym today. When we don't feel like dieting right, and we may want to go get a piece of candy, that alpha frame says, no, you can't do that. That's going to set you back. So we put our priorities ahead of everything else. But 90% of men have fell down to a point of weakness where you have to do everything that feels good. So if it's gonna hurt you not to have a piece of candy, you're gonna eat the candy. Why? Because you need to feel good. So being fat is gonna make you feel good. If someone tells you, yo, you gotta go to the gym every day and maintain alpha frame and don't show women that you're not all about them, that's hard for you to do if you don't naturally feel like that. So what do? When women come around, you want to debate and argue with them when you should have just shut up. Why? Because all you wanted was attention. You couldn't go through the process of just being quiet. You just had to do or say something around a woman just to get the attention from women that made you look weak. But the alpha male Sigma, that's what we do. We specialize in walking past women without eye contact. We specialize in not giving her compliments. We specialize in these things that are not placing her on a pedestal because we're able to sit back and watch her weasel towards us. But you soft dudes, you can't because you're too emotional, and the estrogen that's running through your body is lower than the testosterone levels that women have. 90% of men have nowhere near testosterone levels as a woman, which means 90% of you would never, ever, ever be attractive to a woman. And as time goes by, you're gonna have less and less men getting women. Period. Only the Sigma male would get the women. The only problem that we're having in modern time is dealing with all these girls that want us while we out here chasing our dreams. I see dudes out here still hovering with other dudes, kick-cattling behind people's backs, getting around women, running your mouth. Y'all became women. Y'all done became hoes. And you sensitive like women too. Like, y'all gotta grow up and be men. You would never get a woman again. There's no man that's going to complain his way into a woman's life, as well as a man who's going to decide at 20 years old that he's going to live his whole life single and he's going to be happy all the way up to a day that he died. No, it ain't. Ain't nothing fun sitting at home by yourself watching Netflix, eating fucking popcorn. Ain't nothing fun about jerking off. Ain't nothing fun about playing video games every day. Ain't nothing fun about that. All that stuff sucks. You have to outgrow it. 90% of you guys, you can't outgrow that stuff because you need that stuff to stimulate your brain because you don't have a thought process to come up with a dream to chase. Us Sigmas, that's all we do is specialize in setting new goals to achieve them. We find reasons to get off the phone. We find reasons to stay off the internet. We find reasons to become the best version of ourselves. We find reasons to cut people off that's not helping us go to the next level. That's what we specialize in, and that's what a woman wants. Regardless of what a man comes out, what she says out of her mouth, she always wants a man that can maintain alpha frame. But we're living in a world where you guys don't even know what alpha frame is. Alpha frame is you and two other dudes talking shit on another man. That's what y'all doing. Or a whole bunch of nerds grouping together trying to spell check, correct check, and talk all proper. Let's talk all proper and stuff. No, sorry, you niggas is lames. Nobody cares how smart you are if you have no life experiences. 90% of men do not have life experiences. The only life experiences that you have are from YouTube videos and what you're watching in vlogs. That's it. You don't have a passport. You don't have a house in Miami. You ain't got nothing you're doing with your life that's special. You're not even driving the damn car that you want. Most of y'all go to a job that you hate, or you sitting at home inside your room doing nothing, living off your parents or living off your woman, and that's what is 90% of guys have became losers. Hopefully you guys got the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.